Breaking news, my lovely, wonderful people. Our very own brother Adams Oshiomhole continue to speak as he exposes some things is not happy with or does not really settle down well with him. You won't blame Oshiomhole because Oshiomhole is speaking from the bottom side of him belly, either they call from the bottom of the heart, saying these things that are going on is not right, is not acceptable. I will not sit down, fold my arms, and keep quiet while things go from bad to worse. Yes, so Adams Oshiomhole exposes how Nigerian army spent about $6 million to maintain the presidential yacht. In his own opinion, it should be cancelled, saying it is not a necessary thing and we should not be spending such amount of money where people are hungry and people really need help. So this is what Adams Oshiomhole is saying, and that this should not be allowed to continue, no, in any way, form, or kind. And guess what? President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is watching Adams Oshiomhole closely. They used to be very close allies, but recently Oshiomole's statement has been kind of daunting to Tinubu, who is feeling like, Oshiomhole, excuse me, what side are you standing on? Are you for us or against us? Why are you exposing how much, letting Nigerians know how much they take care of the yacht? Can you imagine $6 million just to take care of yacht? God help us. Somebody say, God help us. This is exactly what is happening today. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Oshiomhole cries out on a very disturbing issue troubling his mind that he feels Nigerians must pay great attention to. The Nigerian army spent about $6 million to maintain presidential yachts. He said this is total and complete waste, destroying our nation. This must be looked into on how to stop it. People are hungry. Adams Oshiomhole of the Edo State has levied serious allegations against the Nigerian army, claiming the military purchased a presidential yacht for the former president Bola Ahmed Tinubu without the knowledge or consent of how to really look after this. In a recent media coverage on TV, Adams Oshiomhole was articulately stated in his statement why he criticized the Nigerian army and the waste going on in our country. People are genuinely hungry and there is a lot of concerns. Our army focus must be made accountable. Yes, the military must be made accountable. They must be made accountable because of the borders. It borders on series of blackmail. How can they be spending $6 million just to maintain yachts when people are hungry? The senator highlighted what he sees as a problematic military spending practice, stating that since I came here into the Senate, we have done for the general public in two levels now, 2024 and 2023. It's way less to what army spends just to maintain a yacht. This is unacceptable. We cannot continue. The army focuses on revelation on the floor of the Senate, renovation of the floor of the Senate. Is that what we should be doing? Why are we buying the wrong equipment? Do we need the presidential yacht for anything? Adams Oshiomhole revealed that the Nigerian army spent about $6 million to maintain the presidential yacht alone. I remember President Bola Ahmed Tinubu saying that he never asked them to buy a yacht in the first place. Which president will go for a yacht on holiday? So why do we have it? Why do we need it? You see, expressing border concerns about national resource allocation, the senator warned that excessive defense spending could have their economic consequences if we do not rise up immediately and do what is needed to bring the country out of the current unnecessary spending. This is unhealthy. The investment in maintaining such expenses is uncalled for. So this is what is happening now. Adams Oshiomhole is crying out that an unnecessary expenditure is going out of the nation's the country's finances, and this must be looked into immediately. He said what's happening is totally, completely not allowed. He said there's a lot of spending going on, and truth be told, this spending is totally, completely unnecessary. He said, the army is just there, and they cannot even defend why they needed to get a yacht. Getting the yacht is just there, being maintained. They said they bought it at Buhari's time. Buhari categorically told Nigerians that he did not want a yacht. That these people is like they imposed or they forced him with regards to this yacht. He did not want the yacht. So my people, look at it yourself and let us tell ourselves the truth. What's going on here? Who is deceiving who? Where is this lies coming from? Now he's saying, he says the Nigerian army must be thoroughly, completely held accountable, and a thorough investigation must be looked into with regards to their spending. How can they spend such an amount of money just to maintain the yacht when people are hungry? For the first time in a long time, Adams Oshiomhole has spoken as a concerned Nigeria, in my opinion, if you ask me. Some may say it's just an act, but whatever he has said that may be an act to you is a reality focus on what we are experiencing today. It's reality focus, because how can we spend such an amount of money and we're not getting anything from it? How can we do that? We're not getting anything from it. It is terrible. It is truly, sincerely, truly terrible. And every single one of us must do everything, humanly speaking, possible to ensure that the truth is maintained. A nation where we have people who are hungry, children going to bed without meal, health care, will I say disarray, or we're barely coping. Then we spend money just to maintain yachts. Excuse me. How does the maintaining of the yacht amount to national growth? And if the president wants to travel, there is not 1, 2, 3 flights, presidential planes that we have. So I'm not saying the president should not get the luxury he needs that accrues to his position, but if he's a man of the people who sincerely have a heart for the people, if you say you have come for the people and it's for the people, then you should put the people into consideration rather than trying to use lies, to cover these things. We must be very, very concerned on some of these things going on. We must be very, very concerned, because a word they say is enough for the wise. We cannot continue with the same thing over and over again, then expect a different result. It does not work. It doesn't work. Every one of us must begin to do everything, humanly speaking, possible to ensure that at the end of the day, there is true, sincere transformation, and every one of us can begin to, look into these things and see where, we can move, and we can make real tenable progress that will better the life of the people. You see, there is a lot of, lapses going on in our nation, but are we just going to fold our arms and pretend that we can't see them? Of course, the answer is no. If we want to really move forward, we must become vocal and speak up when there is need for it. You see, so these are some of the things going on, and everybody needs to be wise. Leave us a comment. God bless. Bye for now.